one last thing we ran through this show. You wore the Kobe Bryant shirt.
He said the bean.
Yep, absolutely. From Lower Merion High School out of Philadelphia, playing for the Los Angeles Lakers his whole career.
And then he went to France. We get the hell out of Philly.
Well, no,
I know the story. Go ahead, tell the story.
His father decided to go coach over in France, and then he moved back to Philadelphia to play high school because he wanted to come back to Philadelphia and play basketball because he loves Philadelphia. Moving on. I don't think I would have ever, when I was younger, been sad to see the day that Kobe Bryant retired, but I'm sad watching him play over the last couple of years, and I'm even more sad to know that, its career's coming to an end. I know it has to, and I know it needs to, and I was on the train before the season saying it should probably be it.
I don't fault you for that.
Kobe did it in only Kobe's way. He wrote a poem.
I actually really like the poem,
a lot of people would call it arrogant, but
how is it arrogant?
It's just Kobe. It's Kobe.
It's arrogant because he's mine, and he's not. He's actually intellectual.
I like that he did it right before the Sixers game. I like that he did it. His first road game was in Philadelphia.
Even though that it came out that he told Jordan this summer.
Yes, I agree.
That this was it.
Yeah.
We haven't talked a whole lot about the NBA other than the preview show.
Yep.
But we will be getting more into the NBA.
Yes.
But we definitely wanted to touch base on it because I'm a Lakers fan, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like Kobe a lot. So.
Honestly, yeah, when it was this past Sunday that he made this announcement, like an hour. Well, I guess it was like 2 hours before the Sunday Night Football game, and the moment it was crazy that I went on my Facebook and I have him on my Facebook as a like or whatever.
Yeah.
And I caught it 9 minutes after it was posted on Facebook, and all the headlines said was "Dear Basketball," and I knew right away. And I opened it, I read it. It completely broke my heart.
Yeah.
It was crazy because this is like the first time that I can recall a sports figure like calling it quits and me being like, damn, like I don't like I'm still like I didn't want to watch football anymore. I didn't even really watch the Sunday Night Football game.
You watch Kobe.
I was watching, interviews and people talking about him.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to react, like, and I'm still like, damn, like, because here's the thing, a lot of people don't seem to understand, and we live on the East Coast, we live in Pennsylvania, you're a Philly guy.
Yes, absolutely.
But, and
it's hard for you to catch him as much.
But no, it's not even that. That's not even what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that I became such a fan of basketball, one, because of Jordan, but Jordan was more so when I was too young to really appreciate. Like, he introduced me to some things, and I remember bits and pieces. I remember the flu game, the poison, whatever the hell you want to call it, that game. I remember bits and pieces of Jordan at that age, but after Jordan left, I went right to Kobe. It was that, what was that, N60? He had an N64 game, Kobe something.
I know what you're talking about.
It was like 98, it came out.
The
year before he won the finals against the Pacers. That's when I became a fan of Kobe, because I was like, because everybody was saying, this is the new Jordan, this is going to be Jordan.
Yeah.
So I went straight from Jordan to being a fan of Kobe, and by default, I became a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
So from my fandom in 98 until now, 2015, I've been a Lakers fan, and Kobe has been a part of it. So the fact now that he's gone, it's like, damn.
It's a new era.
It's like, I'm not even at that point. It's like, damn, like obviously I'm still going to be a Lakers fan. That goes without question. Some people are like, oh, so who are you going to cheer for now? No, I'm going to cheer for Lakers because by default, he made me a fan of the Lakers.
Listen, Allen Iverson is the only reason I picked up basketball. He was a really good basketball player in Philadelphia. My father just wasn't a big basketball fan. Just wasn't his sport. I picked up on Allen Iverson. It actually, now my dad's interested. He watches Sixers, and even he watches college basketball. He watches, he's a big Notre Dame fan. But like Allen Iverson, without Allen Iverson, and I remember the day that he got traded, and it's probably that same feeling. I was in high school, and it was heartbreaking to know that he wasn't gonna put on that Sixers uniform the next night. Well, he obviously had the whole holdout thing going on situation, but anyway, just knowing that he was going right. No, I know, but at that point, right, and it wasn't the same. And I thought I would never see him put that uniform back on. It was cool to see him put the uniform back on, but as you said, it wasn't the same. No. And it was for a very short time. So, but But yeah, no, I understand and I agree, and I hope that he played inspired. I know that against the Sixers. So, and I hope that he plays inspired the rest of the season. Because I want to see a little bit. I know we're not going to get a lot of, but I want to see a little bit of vintage Kobe. I know he also airballed a shot against the Sixers. So
that's an unnecessary shot. He's been airballing a lot of shots, dude. He's been shooting like 30% from 3-point land. Like it
I want to see him get to like 33% behind the three. I want to shoot over 40.
I don't care about the numbers. I want to see.
And I want to see him average like 18.
What you know? What?
I don't think he can do that.
I don't want to see no averages. I want to see a couple games here and there when it matters, and I'll give Stephen A. credit because Stephen A. said, "Damn, I wish he would have made this announcement before he went to Madison Square Garden and had that opportunity to not only get that type of love, but to have that type of field." But I don't know the box score that Kobe had in Philly, but the last time that we were paying attention to it, he had a decent amount of points. He had already matched his season average in like the first quarter. So I don't know. We'll look after the show and see what he actually finished off with, but I feel like he will have those type of games. He's going to have 3, 4, maybe 5. I don't know what the number is. He's going to have moments where it's like, that's the Kobe I remember. He's going to have those moments, and as he should. And now he's at a point where we can actually embrace him because he announced it. He said, you know what, I'm done. And there's we will at some point get into the whole how he was treated by the Lakers organization, blah, blah, blah. And right now is not the time, but I'm just glad as a fan of the Lakers and a fan of Kobe that at this point now we can get the distractions out the way and we can now focus on the great player that he was, which he was the closest thing to Jordan that we've had since Jordan. And I'm sorry, LeBron, but you're not in that conversation for me. You can be after Kobe, but you can say what it is. It's my fandom. But as far as I'm talking straight shooting guard, which LeBron is not. He's a small forward. He could be the greatest small forward of all time. I don't care.
That's fine.
But shooting guard, Jordan, Kobe. Period. And the mindset, that killer mentality, LeBron never had. 1, 2. LeBron is not that type of defender. 3. If you're telling me there's a clutch shot that needs to be made, 9 times out of 10 in their prime, you would probably go with Kobe. And if you said LeBron, it'd probably because how much you slurp him. But
I'd probably pick Kobe to take the shot, but the stat that's going to blow your mind.
I've heard this.
LeBron has more game-winning shots than anybody currently playing in the NBA.
Would you honestly, with your heart, go with LeBron? The game's on the line. You got Kobe and LeBron on your team. Who are you telling to take that shot? It's the Sixers championship. You got Kobe and LeBron. Yeah, holy shit. You actually got one, let alone both of them. You got both of them.
Whoever's open, but honestly, I hope for Kobe.
Who are you giving the ball to?
I hope for Kobe in that situation because he's from Philly. Give it to the hometown kid.
This is why I can't take you Philly fans serious. You can never be objective. So I'm going to go with the Philly kid. Bottom line is this. Kobe, you've had a hell of a career. 5-time champion. I experienced that. Unlike my Cowboys, I wasn't really able to appreciate those championships. But Kobe, I experienced those championships. I remember every single one of them. I remember the Game 7 against the Celtics.
Yeah, me too.
I remember exactly where I was at.
Moment. Me too.
I remember the Shaq era. I remember hating Kobe at one point.
Me too.
I remember thinking, damn, he needs to leave and we need to keep Shaq. I actually remember thinking
you
that.
You say the Shaq era, and my first thought is when Shaq and Dikembe Mutombo were supposed to go at it for 7 games, and instead they went at it for 4. And it wasn't really they went at it; it was more like Shaq played basketball around Dikembe Mutombo.
No. The greatest thing about that series was Iverson walking over.
Well, I completely agree, but no, you don't have to tell me that. I have it everywhere. I have it plastered everywhere. I have it on phone cases. I have it on T-shirts. I have pictures of it. But
I bet you do, because there's no other moment in Sixer history in your lifetime that is worth noting.
But yeah, I agree. In my lifetime, no, and it's unfortunate. But I love Allen Iverson, and I agree with that. But you want to talk about hating Kobe, man? After those finals, the words he had about Philadelphia. And just the way all that went down.
Yeah.
I hated Kobe Bryant. And I was young. I was young.
What do you want?
No, I was young. So as I got older, I started to I started to appreciate it, and I wasn't too late. I got to enjoy his championships as a fan of him as a player.
He's a great player.
Yeah, and it's fantastic, and I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, so I agree. All right.
Thanks, Kobe.
Yeah. Well,
Appreciate the memories, brother.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Thank you, Kobe Bryant.
Thank you for watching. This is JD Sports. I'm Jarrett Hood. That's Dwight Garfield. You can find our Twitter @_JD Sports. Our personal Twitters will be there.
You can find our Facebook page and the information down below. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe for fresh weekly content. Stay tuned because the best is yet to come.
Thank you.